So let me ask you this: what inspires you most about just acting, like being in front of the camera? What is it that you said, "My God, I love this thing. I want to do it as much as I possibly can"? What was it?
Well, you know what? Ever since I was little, I wanted to be an actress. I just never had, I think, the support system, because I always remember this feeling that I had when I did a talent show when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and being on that stage, having that feeling. And when I was at the lowest point in my life a few years ago, I thought about what could I do if I had no limitations and I could do anything, and it was be an actress. And I've had people say to me, you know, you could be on TV, and I just brush it off. But it's not even about that. I think being an actor for me, it pushes me to be my best self. And that's what I love. Like, I think I'm in my path. I'm in what I am meant to be doing on this earth. You know, they say you're born to do something, and that's what I feel that I'm born to do. Because you know, they also say if you'll do it for free, you're meant to do it. And you know, starting out, I never always was how it is now. Like, I worked my way up. There's you know, and you're still working towards what you're doing, and you're not always being compensated for it, or you're not being paid enough for what you're worth. But it all comes down to you and how hard you want it and how bad you want it. You know, at the end of the day, you have to constantly be working on yourself, especially as an actor. And I love that for me because it helps me become a better person.
So let me ask you this: what would you say to all the young actors out there that want to be like you, want to really dig in and go after their dreams with nothing to stop them except for their own self thoughts? What would you say to that little girl that's out there that's watching, going, you know what, I want to give it a shot? What would you say?
Well, that's a big question. I think you have to just let go of what everyone else thinks. You know, you have to go after what you want and not think about what people have expectations of you. If you truly believe in yourself, and that's the first step, and that was the first step for me, is believing that I can do this and wanting it and sacrificing, or not necessarily sacrificing, but just putting in the work on what needs to be done. Because, you know, a lot of people say to me, oh, I want to be an actress, I want to do that, and they don't understand the time and the effort that goes into this. And I didn't understand that at first, and now I do. And that's why I take this even more seriously, because you have to invest in yourself. You know, I didn't understand how important training was. You know, I respect people who are classically trained in theater. I wish I did that in post-secondary. You know, like, just being trained and understanding the craft is another level if you want to be up there. You know, you hear those people, the greatest, who went to Juilliard. Viola Davis went to Juilliard. You know, people who are doing things, big things, they are trained and they are taking what they're doing seriously. This is not a joke. And that's with any profession that you want to do. You have to invest in yourself. And if you're not investing in yourself, then you have to find ways. You don't even necessarily need the money. There's things that you can do that you don't even have to pay for. Like, when I first started, I did a lot of short films. And sometimes I would get paid little to nothing. But that helped me build my acting reel. And then what that does is actually help you get an agent. Because when you're applying to agents, they're going to be more receptive to what you're sending them if you have a visual, which is a reel. See where I'm going with this? So you have to invest in yourself, and you don't necessarily need money. I started out being broke, you know, and I worked with what I had. That's another thing. Work with what you got. You don't need to have everything to start out.
Awesome. That's a great answer. Thank you so much.